Good evening, everyone. It is the 8th of November 2023, and I'm happy to share that the Burning Witches electric guitar build is in the drawing phase. Wow, that just looks amazing. Um, this is actually what I've got planned, and these are all the exact parts that I'm going to use for this build. Very cool pickup. This pickup's very hot. I think it reads at 16.8 ohms, and it's really bright, really loud, perfect for metal like the Burning Witches themselves. So very cool. One volume knob, and I'll probably use the coil split capability, so it'll have a little bit of a tonal quality to it. I'm decided to go with chrome hardware because I think it would set off. This is the actual colors. If you follow me on Facebook, you see that I posted this picture, this rendering. It's the rendering I did. The Raglan logo in silver. I'm gonna do metallic silver for the pentagram shape. Flat black for all the black bits, and very vibrant, probably neon purple for the Burning Witches font and for the lettering. Very cool. And what I've got planned as far as the different layers and everything, I'm going to have the Burning Witches onto the very top in purple, and then I'm going to Dremel down probably about 2 centimeters for the pentagram, and the pentagram's going to stand out, and it's going to be embossed from the actual body, which I'm going to go deeper. All the black bits or all the shaded bits is going to be Dremeled down even further, probably about a 1/4 inch or so. So there's going to be a 1/4 inch. All the black border bits are going to be a 1/4 inch lower than the pentagram, and then the pentagram is going to be a little lower than the actual font of Burning Witches. So it's going to be very cool. It's going to be very 3D. And the black bits are going to go all the way to the back, and the back's not going to have any. It's just going to be flat black, which is very cool. And I've got something cool for the neck bit here for the burning part, the part of the letter. I'm going to bring it, I'll have to show you that when we get to that part, but it's going to come all the way from the back to the front, so it's going to be on the top of the neck there. So that's going to come up with the other bits. So this is going to be countersunk, like a normal neck pocket, but that one part of the letter is going to be all the way up to the front, so it's going to be cool. You're still going to be able to reach all the higher frets, very easy access. As you see on the picture, you hit the purple with the silver metallic Raglan logo, very cool. Standard input jack, probably going to be in that position, like right there, as always. Once I cut the wood, I'll figure where your knees are going to go. I'm guessing the knee's going to go here, and the knee's going to go here, I guess. We'll have to see, or a knee here and a knee there. We'll have to see, but I've done circular shaped guitar, like the Ghostbuster guitar, so this is a very cool shape. And I think the pickup, the volume knob right there, it's going to, like I said, it's going to be the coil split, so it's going to be push-pull. Very cool. As far as the strap buttons, I'm going to use my usual favorite, the locking Dunlop strap buttons, and I guess it's going to be in the back of the neck plate on that side, and then probably somewhere in this vicinity, maybe on the back of the guitar itself. For the string trees, I'm going to go with my favorite, my usual string trees, and they're going to be staggered, of course, in the headstock as always. Standard neck plate, very cool. And we'll have to figure out the input jack once we get everything started. But I'll cut the wood with the shape, and I'll probably be doing that next day or so. Got a couple, another guitar I'm working on right now, but very cool. This is going to be epic. And shout out to the Burning Witches. If any of the members of the band happen to watch this video and see these posts, I love your band. I've been a fan now for quite a while, and I'm just a major fan. And this is going to be such an awesome guitar to my collection. And I've been learning a lot of the songs, you guys' original songs, and I love it, and can't wait to see you guys if you ever come close here in the States. So very cool. very awesome. If you guys aren't familiar with the Burning Witches, you need to really check them out. Go on YouTube and see all their videos. Their last album they just came out with, which I've got right here. The Dark Tower. Oh man, I love this album. This album is my favorite album, and they are by far my favorite band. And gonna go see the Iron Maidens, and I'm gonna be right up front. I know this is something separate from the actual guitar build, but I'm going to be wearing with pride my Burning Witches t-shirt. The Dark Tower, very cool. So, here's the dogs. So I'll be right up front to see the Iron Maidens. Former member Miss Courtney Cox. But yeah, Burning Witches, like I said, you really need to check out this band. This band is just amazing. But yeah, there's the logo. Very cool. Alright. Oh man, can't wait to get started. This is going to be such an epic build. But alright, thanks for watching. And like I said, I'll probably cut the wood here in the next day or so. And we will see you then. Start working on this wonderful, awesome guitar. And I think with that purple, oh man, it's just gonna pop. Might even decide to go with a purple that has metallic or glitter. I've got this glitter kind of purple that might be cool too. We'll experiment, but something so similar to that shade right there, but with the metallic silver and the flat black, excuse me. It's just going to be amazing. All right, hope everybody's having a good day, and we will see you soon. All right, the 9th of November 2023, time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. Just bought a really good piece of wood and some paint for the build. Got some flat black and some purple. Just wanted to show you. Experiment with this purple, but I think I might use the metallic purple I have with the glitter in it. But yeah, at the local Lowe's. So, all right, we'll see you soon. Good morning. It's the 10th of November 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. Very cool. Oh wow, that is just so awesome. Alright, I increased the diameter of the edges of the borders just a little bit because I want to be a little bit more pronounced. But we're ready to cut out the cutout. We're going to cut some wood. So, alright, so let me go ahead and carefully cut out the pattern, and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, perfect cutout of the cutout. I love that shape, that design. That is so cool. That logo is just amazing. But anyway, I want to show you how big it is. It's roughly like the size of a strap body. You got my Billy Joe blue there. And it's roughly, like I said, it's roughly about the size of a strap body. Let me see if I can do this better. So it's not huge, but it's not small. So it's actually the perfect size, and I think it's going to work well. Alright, so let's get everything ready outside. Oh, I got some wood yesterday from Lowe's, so we'll go ahead and cut the wood for it. And I'm guessing, well, we'll figure that out. Seeing how the electronics is going to be right there, the volume knob, the pickup, and then the bridge. We might do like the temporary fasteners, like right there, right there, right there. We'll figure that, maybe one here, like a total of 4. So, alright, so let me get everything set up outside, and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, how's everybody doing? Quite an overcast day today. I think it's more fog here in Central Florida. Leaves are definitely coming down. It is fall in full swing. And alright, so remember we went to Lowe's. We got this awesome piece of wood yesterday. So let's go ahead and figure out. I got the cutout. Go ahead and figure out how big of sheets we need. So let me do some measurements, figure it out, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I figure we need 18 by 22. So we'll go ahead and get those 2 pieces cut, and I'll see you in a bit. But very cool. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Perfect cutting of the wood. Looks pretty good. Alright, so let me get the pattern on there and then figure out where I'm going to fasten the 2 pieces together. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. This time around, we're going to go with 4 placements of the connecting temporary fasteners to the pieces of wood. Next step's going to be to go ahead and put the body back, or the cutout, and then carefully trace out the pattern on the body, and we'll see when I get that done. Alright, perfectly traced out the shape. Very cool. I know I'm going to say that, very cool, quite a bit. So, alright, so let me get the scroll saw up and carefully, very carefully cut out the shape, and we'll see when I get some progress done there. But alright, I'll see you in a bit. All right, a little while longer. Perfect cutout of the shape. It looks. That is just awesome. That's amazing. That looks pretty killer. All right, let me. Went pretty smoothly too. Wow, that is cool. And it. I think it's the perfect shape too. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too small. It's right in the middle. Like I said, it's about the size of a Strat body. But so that's pretty cool. So, all right, let me clean up my mess a little bit, and I'll see you next step. All right, next step's gonna be I'm gonna go ahead and trace all the pattern on the body itself. That way I know everything's at, and then we'll get ready to cut for the neck pocket. Install the neck. Very cool. All right, let's see in a little bit. All right, perfect trace out of the pattern. There, very cool. I'm gonna say that so much on this build because it's just very cool. But all right, so next step's gonna be I'm gonna go ahead and get out the neck, and then we'll cut out the neck pocket. We'll figure all that out, and yeah, just taking a breath, looking how cool it looks. Very cool. And I'll have to show you where it's, when we install the neck, I'll show you where, where it hangs on the body, and theoretically where I think it's going to hang when you're holding it and when you're sitting with it. But yeah, very cool. All right, so let me get the neck out and we'll figure out the neck pocket and see you in a bit. All right, got the neck placed where I want it, and I did all the measurements, and that's where the bridge to pick up. It's just mock-up pickup. I've got the good one on order. And the potentiometer, the volume knob right there. I think that's going to be a good position. I thought about maybe putting it here or a little lower or something like that, but I think it looks really good right there. And with the purple, with the lettering, I think it'll really pop that way. So, all right, so I'm happy with that. And I'll show you that bit with the part of the lettering. Very cool. I can't wait to see it dremeled and embossed, and all the letters will just, the whole 3D look to it. But yeah, very cool. So let me go ahead and separate the layers and then cut out for the neck pocket, and then I'm gonna glue that one piece to the bottom layer, and I'll get that going and we'll see in a bit. Perfect cutout of the neck pocket, and actually really cool effect. I'm still gonna, once I do the connections, but that bit that I thought it was gonna be separate, but it was connected just like a little piece of wood, so that's perfect. So yeah, and I did a string test, so we're good to go as far as into, it's gonna be perfect. We're right well within the ballpark of having the perfect action, because that's always important for me to get the playability. I mean, I like to make the instruments look cool, but I want playability to be the ultimate, most important thing. So, all right, so next step is going to be to go ahead and install the neck on the body, and I'll see you when I get that done. Very cool. All right, perfect installation from the neck to the body. And it looks and it's very balanced. It feels very cool. I'll have to show you how it sits and how when you stand how it looks, but yeah, that is just amazing. And with the flat black and all the dremeled bits and the contouring and the 3D parts, that's just gonna look so awesome. All right, so the next step is gonna be to check my lines again. Here's my intonation line, my bridge lines, and go ahead and install the bridge, do another string test, make sure everything is good to go, and then we'll get ready for the cutting out of the pickup cavity. So let me get working on that, and I'll see you in a bit. But all right, it's coming together. It looks awesome. I got all my holes pre-drilled for the bridge using the proper bit to the proper depth. So let me go ahead and install the bridge, and I'll see you in a second. Perfect installation of the bridge. I went ahead and marked out where the pickup cavity is going to go as well. As you recall, this is a mock-up pickup. Real pickup is on its way. It's going to look the exact same. It's just going to be way better pickup. And I went ahead and drilled it all the way through for the potentiometer, and it's going to be the push-pull coil split pot. So, all right, very cool. So let me tell you what. Let me turn the camera around and show you where it hangs on your body and when you're sitting. And then we'll figure out the exact placement of the input jack. I was thinking somewhere in this vicinity, but all right, so let me turn the camera around and we'll see you in a sec. All right, pardon my appearance. I've got dust all over the place, been working on it, but very cool. I think that position, and pardon the leaves, that position right there feels very comfortable. And I don't even think I need to do a belly cut or anything, and I think that would kind of take away from the back aesthetic. But very cool, reach all the higher frets, and it feels very natural in that position. Let me show you where it is when you're sitting, where everything, yeah, just kind of like I thought. Let me show you. Oh, sorry. Let me get the camera situated one sec. All right. And you got one knee in the one corner and then the knee right in the back there. And that's just perfect. See, you've got one knee right there where I thought, and then the other knee I thought was going to be in right there, but actually it feels really comfortable right there. And so I'm guessing the input jack could be there or it could be here. We'll have to figure that out. Here would be cool because it's like right in the position it needs to be, like right there. Yeah, I think over here would be a little too, so I guess we're gonna go like right in the center right there. All right, let me turn the camera around. I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and marked out, and I figured instead of being it right in the center, a little bit to the right, that way it'll give plenty of room. And I'm guessing the strap button's going to be somewhere in this vicinity, so you know, very cool. All right, so next step is going to be, it does look pretty awesome. I know I'm saying that over and over, but it just does. And then cut out for the pickup cavity. All right, so next step, let me get everything dismantled, disattached, and go ahead and cut out for the pickup cavity. So let's get that going, and we'll see in a little. But awesome. You know, one real quick, I just want to show you just again. Wouldn't that be cool if Laura were doing the strumming parts for tomorrow, doing the clean bits, or Romana, she was playing all the clean bits for tomorrow with this guitar. I know she's got a Jackson endorsement, so she probably can't play anything but Jackson, but that would be so just my dream to have members of the band actually playing this guitar on stage. But anyway, I digress. Let me dismantle the guitar and we'll get the cutout for the bridge cavity. All right, we'll see, or the pickup cavity. See you in a bit. Got everything taken apart. Go ahead, went ahead and drilled the pilot hole for the pickup cavity. Got the scrolls all queued up, so let me go ahead and get that cut out and we'll see you in a bit. All right, successful cutout for the pickup cavity. It looks good. It's in there exactly where it should. All right, so next step's going to be, let me go ahead and glue in the neck tendon. Made a little bit of a neck tendon to raise the neck to the proper angle and the perfect. So let me get that glued in there, and then we'll start figuring out the wiring. It's only like 10 in the morning, so we're making some pretty good progress today. So, all right, let me get working on that, and I'll see you in a bit. But that does look pretty cool. Wow. Just a quick couple thoughts. I like to record the thoughts just for later. You know, later I can reflect on my decision making. I think the way the letters turned out really cool, and the placement of the pickup in the bridge is perfect, dead on, because I was a little worried that it might distract from the Burning Witches font and you wouldn't be able to really read it 100% accurate. But now I see that you can definitely B-U-R-N-I-N-G. You see the burning perfectly, especially when that's going to be purple, silver, and then metallic, or metallic silver, and then flat black. And then the witches, you can definitely see the W-I-T, the C-H-E-S. So it's perfect. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Sometimes you get lucky, it's just kind of lucky. But anyway, all right, so let me get gluing in the neck tendon, and we'll see in a bit. All right, perfect gluing of the neck tendon. Got it perfectly glued in the pocket, and we are good to go. All right, next step's going to be to figure out the wiring. Should be pretty simple. We just need a ground from the bridge, and then the wires to the potentiometer cavity, and then to the input jack, and right there. So that should be pretty straightforward. Turn it over and get that figured out, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, figured out the wiring. Pretty straightforward. Just from the pickup and from the ground, from the bridge to the potentiometer. I'm using the coil split, the push-pull. Very cool. And that'll go there. And then for the input jack, which is going to be the standard oval input jack. So let me cue up my brand new Dremel 3000 and let's get this channeled out, and I'll see you when I get that done. Perfect drumming of all the wiring bits. I checked everything. I made the hole for the access panel plate. So we're going to look like that. And I'll double check and triple check everything, make sure everything's good. But I think we're ready for the glue phase. We're going to glue these two parts together. You did the input jack. Very cool. So let me check everything, and then we'll go ahead and get these glued together. Very cool. All right. And I'll check to make sure that's plenty of room. It should be. I could always cut down the wires. I like it to have a small opening. And then we'll do a countersunk access panel plate cover there. So that'll be cool. And it'll be flat black too, because it'll match. Well, I might paint it. Well, yeah, flat black. So it'll match everything really well. So, alright, and we see you in a little. Alright, everything looks good. Everything's good to go as far as the wiring's concerned. So let's go ahead and glue these two pieces together. Alright, let me get that going and I'll see you in a while. Alright, successful glue phase. We are one solid piece of wood. I've got the screws in there just temporarily, just to make sure all the glue cures perfectly. And alright, so next step's going to be what I decided. I'm going to finalize all these lines and make sure the lines are exactly what I'm looking for, and make, one's darker that I can't see. Then I'm going to go ahead and Dremel out each of the lines with my bit here, and then finalize all the lines in their placements as far as the pentagram and the font for the lettering of the Burning Witches. And then we're going to go ahead and try working on some of the Dremel bits for the dark areas. Very cool. And I was thinking I might keep the lettering and the metallic the same, instead of having it a little bit lower in steps like we had talked about earlier. I think it would look really cool if it was flush with it, and it would add a whole cool dimension to it. And I've already figured out how far I want to Dremel down, because it has to do with how far the potentiometer cavity, how deep it went, and how much room there's left in the girth of the body. Other than that, I thought about moving the volume knob here a little further up to like this position, but then I kind of like it where it's at. I like it right there, so it's gonna just cosmetically. So anyway, so next step, let me figure out, finalize all the lines, and then start slowly and carefully Dremeling every line. So it's going to be quite a long process, but it's going to be such a cool result. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, successful Dremel of the first round of Dremeling bits. Whew, that was some work right there, but it looks so cool. All right, next step's going to be, I'm going to remove all the screws because the body's already glued together, and then we're going to use my special bits that I ordered for this particular one, and we're going to start Dremeling all the darker shades on the original cutout. All the places that are dark are going to get Dremeled down probably about 2 centimeters or so, and it's going to make everything exactly pop. And I haven't figured exactly for the bridge. I'll go right to the edge on the Dremel bits, but yeah, you'll see. I'll make a little bit of progress. Start on this side and make sure I don't Dremel the wrong parts, but it's going to look really cool. Sorry about that, the battery out my phone was dying. I didn't know how much I cut out on me there, but yeah, I'm going to start Dremeling with the specific bits that I got. So let me start working on this section here. Not really sure about the bridge. I think I'm going to leave the majority underneath the bridge where you can't see, but I'll get right up to the edge of it. So let me start working on that very slowly and carefully, and we'll see in a little bit. But overall, I'm really happy with how it's coming out. All right, just a quick update, taking a little bit of break, getting some progress done. That's what we're looking for. And of course, you know, all the black bits, like I said. So yeah, getting there. It's going to take quite a while, but the overall effect is going to be amazing. And this is just a rough cut. I'll perfect it, and then if I need to put some wood grain filler and all that, so everything will be perfect. So, alright, see you in a little while. Alright, making progress. Just wanted to catch up with you. Another quick update. Yeah, looking pretty good. Pretty awesome. Ooh, I tell you, it's taking a bit, but so gonna be worth it. So, alright, we'll see a little bit. Alright, got another update. All the rough cut embossed bits have been completed. And wow, that looks awesome. There's a couple spots I gotta fix. Right there, I gotta add some wood grain filler. And definitely do all the ugly phase part 1 and 2 with the body filler on the back and on the sides, fill in all the imperfections. Definitely get everything perfect prior to paint. Take my time and make this look really cool, but yeah, that turned out really good. And like I said, this is just the rough cut, so I'll perfect it, and when I add the wood grain filler and fill in all the holes and all the voids that shouldn't be there, wow, can't wait to see some paint on there. That really brought it to life, the 3D effect of it. Alright, so let me clean up my extensive mess that I made, and getting close to being conclusion of the progress for today. Did quite a bit. As you can see, I left a little bit of the bits under the bridge because the bridge is going to be there and I want to have it on solid wood. Battery's getting ready to die, so alright, so let me clean up and I'll charge the phone and we'll see a little bit later. Phone getting ready to die, but I just wanted to do, I attached the neck again. Just want to do a quick video of how it looks and just kind of a preview of what it's going to look like. Can't wait to get some paint on there, but that looks pretty sweet. Alright, this concludes progress for today. Very cool, got a lot done. And tomorrow we'll continue. I'm thinking I'm going to have to lower the input jack a little bit, because it was a little higher because I didn't account for the lip being, dremeled like it is. But that's not a problem, that's an easy thing. So, alright, hope you guys having a good weekend, and we will see you soon. Very cool. Burning witches! Alright, we'll see you a little bit. Alright, one more final video before I put everything away. I just wanted to show you how the shadows turned out and how the emboss effect looks. Very cool. And like I said, keep saying this is just the rough with the wood. I'll make it more perfect, definitely way before paint. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how cool it looks at this point. A bridge line right there. So, be very cool. Yeah, that turned out amazing. Alright, and we'll see you soon. Very cool. Good morning, it's 12th of November 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Burning Witches Romana electric guitar build. Awesome. Very overcast day, but beautiful day here in Central Florida. Alright, what I got planned for today, what I hope to get accomplished, fix the input jack, do the body filler, get the Bondo body filler on the back sides anywhere it needs it. Maybe hardens or round off some of these lines, the connecting with the font of the lettering on the front. On the back, we're going to go ahead and create a circular potentiometer cover cavity cover, and then countersink that, and then install the screws, and then round the edges. I want to round all the edges on the back, make it really comfortable, and then get everything as perfect as possible on the body, and then go ahead and start working on the frets, doing all the leveling, crowning, and polishing of the frets, but that'll be later on today. And depending on how far we get, we can even maybe do a string test and kind of get it all strung up and see how it sounds and plays. But we got quite a bit to do before that. So, all right, first step, I'm gonna fix the input jack and get it absolutely centered and installed, and I'll see you when I get some progress done. All right, quick update. Ugly phase part 1 is complete. Wow. I tell you what, those lines, I'm really dialing them in. I'll catch you up on what I did. I made the lines deeper between each of the separations, and it turned out really cool. I did all the body filler on the sides and everywhere that it needed it, and on the back. And then I sanded everything perfect. And like I said, this is, you know, this, I'll keep perfecting it prior to paint, and even after paint you can sand and perfect it even more. But yeah, and then I got a really good 320 grit sand on the back. Very cool. I reset the input jack to the center. That way it's in the direct center. It looks pretty good. So that's going to be the next step. I'm going to go ahead and install. It's over here somewhere in my mess. But I'll find the input jack and go ahead and install it. Get the screws and everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. Maybe I can get some better light here. See how the shadows are more crisp. And I'm working on all the different flat level places. And when I do the wood grain filler part 2, all the imperfections and the voids, I'll get smooth and sand out. So, and this is all done by hand, as you know, so it's no CNC machine here. This is all just carving away at it. So, looking pretty awesome. Can't wait to get some paint and some primer on there. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get the input jack. Yeah, and I get to look over it in more detail. So you need to sand some more in certain spots. But yeah, this is good for ugly face part 1. And with the ugly face part 2, we'll do with the wood grain filler and all that and seal everything in and make it even more perfect. But let's go ahead, like I said, get the input jack installed. And then we're going to work on the potentiometer back access plate, and it's just going to be a circle with 3 screws, and then countersunk, and then countersunk on the screws. But first things first, let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you when I get some progress done there. Very cool. All right, perfect installation of the input jack. Very cool. All right, so now we're gonna got some pickguard material. I'll go ahead and make a back access panel plate, and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the shape marked out on the pickguard material. Got the scroll saw queued up, so let's go ahead and cut this out and we'll see you in a second. Alright, perfect cutout piece. Very cool. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll position it where I want it, then I'll draw a pencil line, then I'll score it with the X-Acto blade, then I'll get my Dremel tool out and then countersink down, and then I'll drill 3 screw holes, then I'll countersink the screw holes, and then I'll install it, and we'll see when I get all that done. See you in a bit. Alright, perfect installation of the access panel plate. Very cool. And like I said, I elected to go with the flat. It's got like protective coating on the front, and it's really glossy, but on the back it's flat. So I went with the flat because as far as the countersink, because it's going to be flat black paint on the back. So very cool. All right, so let me clean up my mess, wrap everything up outside, and time to go inside and get all the fretwork done, level, crown, and polish all the frets. But very cool. We got a lot done today. It's looking pretty amazing. All right, let me let me button all this up, and then we'll see you inside to get ready to do some fretwork on the frets. Sorry, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, still 12th of November 2023. Time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. Took a little break there, but now it's time to work on some frets. Time to level, crown, and polish these frets. First thing we're going to do is, like always, we're going to make sure the neck is nice and straight. So I got my straight edge, got my Allen wrench, so make sure it's straight. Then I'll use my fret end file, and we'll take care of some of these frets. They're not too bad on this neck, but I always like to round the fret ends, and I'll see you when I get some progress done there. See you in a bit. Alright, I straighten the neck. I dress the fret ends. Oh yeah, with minimal tool marks. That feels nice. Wow. Alright, and I like to pitch the ends at a higher degree. I like it a little bit more at an angle. Use my 320 grit sandpaper. So yeah, look at the fret ends, good. Alright, next step's going to be to tape off the fretboard and then get ready to level. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, got all the frets taped off and marked. Got my Sharpie. Got a fresh 320 grit sandpaper on my leveling beam. All right, let me level the frets. I got my rocker arm after I'm done and check thoroughly, make sure that all the frets are level to each other, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, all the frets are level to each other, and you always try to take off the minimal amount of material as possible. All right, so let me remark the frets with my Sharpie, and then we're gonna go with the StewMac centered Z-files and put a nice crown on each of the frets, and we'll see when I get that done. See you in a bit. Alright, perfect crown on all the frets. As you can see, the dark line in the center is where the marker was, and it wasn't touched by the crowning file. And you always try to get, if it'll focus for me, all your center lines about the same width. So as you can see, they are, so that's perfect crown. I've done probably about 300 fret jobs in my life, so yeah, you know, it's an acquired skill. I mean, anybody, I highly recommend, if you need fret work done, that you learn how to do this step, because it just saves you so much grief. Because a lot of times you take it somewhere and they ding up your frets, and they ding up your you know, your neck, and just I've had bad experience. That's why I learned how to do it myself. All right, so next step's going to be to go through the sandpapers and round and polish the frets, starting with 800, 1200, 1500, 2000, 3000, 5000, 7000, all the way up to 10,000 grit sandpapers. So let me do that. Like always, this process takes a while, but it's so worth it. So I wanted to see how the frets look now, and I'll see you when I complete that step. See you in a bit. All right, it's been a couple hours. Oh man, frets look brilliant. They have been leveled, crowned, and polished. Hopefully it'll focus. Beautiful. All right, let me peel off all the tape, get everything cleaned up, and I'll see you in a bit. Let me get everything cleaned. All right, got everything cleaned up. Just wanted to show you how beautiful the frets turned out. Yeah, that's always my most favorite and least favorite part of the guitar process in this at the same time. I mean, it's a lot of work. It usually takes about 3 hours to complete the leveling, crowning, and polishing. But yeah, you can see how the end result, and I love how the neck feels. Just, oh, that's just so awesome. It's gonna play really nice. All right, so next step is gonna be to bring the body back out, and I'm gonna drill the hole for the ground wire for the bridge. I forgot to do that, but then we'll get the guitar body and neck together, and I think we're able to go ahead and get on a full-on string test tonight. It's only like 7:30 p.m., so we got plenty of time. All right, so let me work on that, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, got the body back out, got all the tools I need. Successfully installed the wire, the ground for the bridge. Hole right there. Goes all the way through. That way the ground for the bridge. That way when you touch it, it doesn't hum. All right, so go ahead and put assemble the bridge back to the body, and we'll see in a bit. All right, successful installation of the bridge, and see, that's where I wanted to show you where I dremeled the bits, the countersink bits, but I left the solid wood underneath the bridge. You really can't tell because you see the two spots. So really cool. All right, so next step is get the neck and install the tuning keys. So let me get that queued up, and we'll see you in a bit. Very cool. All right, successful installation of the tuning keys. Looks awesome. All right, so time to attach the neck to the body. Let's see when we get that done. Very cool. Loving it. All right, successful reattachment of the neck to the body. Looks pretty good. Awesome. Got the neck pocket dialed in. I'll get it more dialed in perfectly once after the strings test is complete. All right, so let me go ahead and install my two E strings, and then we'll see where we are, see if my measurements turned out exactly centered, and we'll see in a bit. I got my two E strings installed, and we are perfectly dead in the center. Just wanted to show you that real quick. Awesome. All right, let me install the rest of the strings, and I'll see you in a second. Very cool. Alright, got all the strings installed, looking pretty good. Everything is as it should be. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and install the string trees on the E and the B string. I'm going with my usual favorite ones. So let me get them staggered installed, and we'll see in a bit. Alright, perfect installation of the string trees. Seeing how I got everything lined up, dialed in perfectly in the center, I'm going to go ahead and install the strap buttons. And we're going to go with the usual strap buttons, the Dunlop locking strap buttons. And my guess is back of the neck plate as always. And I'm guessing probably right there in the back fin of the B, right in the center there. So, alright, let me do that. Fingers crossed everything goes well and see in the back. Perfect installation of the strap buttons, and I'll show you that. Next step, we are ready to get everything up to pitch. Get everything dialed in. Very cool. I know I've said that so many times during this build so far, but that is very cool. Alright, let me get everything up to adjust the intonation, make sure the neck is straight, cut the nut. I'm going to need to cut the nut. You can already see it's kind of high, so it's again, the nut slots are going to need cutting. And get everything up to pitch, and we will see you in a little while. Fingers crossed it all goes well. See you in a bit. Alright, I got a basic setup. This is where it hangs when it's on the strap. Very cool. In the proper, perfect position. I got it tuned to drop D standard, and let me let you listen how this awesome guitar sounds. Wow, very resonant. Very cool. Alright, it wouldn't be a Burning Witches guitar if I didn't do some Burning Witches. So check this out. What do you think of this? The strings are up here are rattling, so don't mind that. There we go. Acoustic version. Burn witches, unplugged. Here's one more. We're gonna check it out. Hold on a second. Anyway, hold on a second. Brand new strings, so hold on a second, let me get another tune. Very cool though. Very resonant. Resonant. Hold on a second, let me get this camera right. There we go. That's better. My hands are so dry. Perfect reaching of the higher frets. Alright, we'll let this settle for a couple days, and then we'll ready for the next step, which will be the wood grain filler phase. Let me get some more chords here. Sounds amazing. You know, it's an original acoustic thing that I wrote quite a while ago. It does sound so amazing. I used to play a bunch of classical stuff back in the day, but it's been so long since I played that kind of music, I've actually forgotten so much of it. I'm gonna get back into playing that. I've been playing a lot of metal lately, as always, but the next definitely gonna be a shredder. Anyway, alright. Alright, we'll let this settle for a couple days. Make sure anything that shifts. Get the neck pocket dialed in more perfect. I mean, it's really good now, but, you know, I always like my neck pockets to be not even, you can't even fit like a razor blade in between the neck joint. But very cool. Can't wait to get some primer and some actual paint on this guitar. But it's turned out quite, I just can't stop playing it. Wow. And I cut the nut slots pretty good, but I'll do another when when it's amplified and everything like that, I'll get it dialed in perfectly. But the intonation sounds pretty spot on. There might be a sharp here and there, like on the A maybe. I think the A is just a little sharp as far as the intonation goes, but this tuner, I'm using the Sabine tuner, and these things aren't that great for picking up anything audio-wise. But wow, it just resonates. I don't know if you can pick that up through the camera, but it's out of tune, but very cool. The first of the three. This is gonna be such an awesome paint job once I've got something really cool planned for this. So I'm gonna do, like I said, the flat black, but the metallic silver, and then I'm thinking about using anodized purple over the silver on the the Burning Witches part. I'll have to show you that in the future uploads, but yeah, really cool. And then the inlay for Romana, it's gonna be very cool, and then the purple with the, but yeah, thanks again for watching. Got quite a bit done, and I don't know if you can see the action. The action's dialed in pretty good. I mean, it's it's dead on. I mean, I like my action really low, and when I do all the fret work, the leveling, crowning, and polishing, I always try to make sure that the frets are no issue at all, and they feel really nice. But anyway, I could talk all day. 20 minutes already I've been talking about this, but okay. All right, so we'll see you soon. Everybody have a good night. All right, November 15, 2023. Time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. It's had a couple days to settle it, and everything looks perfect. Nothing shifted. Everything's good to go. So the next step is the ugly phase part 2. So we're going to do some wood grain filler. So let me go ahead and dismantle it. And I'm going to get the neck pocket dialed in perfectly. And we'll see when I get some progress done. See you in a bit. Good afternoon, 16th of November 2023. Time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar. All the layers of wood grain filler have been applied, and we are full into ugly phase part 2. And it is definitely ugly like it should be. Alright, so let me spend the next couple hours sanding this and making it perfect. I've got all my files, I've got plenty of sandpaper, so we're good to go. So let me get some progress done. Just wanted to show you how good and ugly it looks at this point. And then hopefully when we get all that done, put it on a hanger, and we'll go with the first rounds of flat black primer. I'm so looking forward to that. So alright, so let me start working on this, and I'll see when I get some progress done. Work on the back and sides first, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, finally we are done with ugly phase part 2. Sanded all the bits. Pretty awesome. It looks really good, and I'll perfect it. I'm gonna go with probably two rounds of primer coats. Once again, and so we'll go ahead and put it on the hanger and get some primer on there. Yeah, this is just the rough before the primer. Looks pretty awesome. Yep. And like I said, we'll do a few rounds of primer, so we'll get it nice and sanded after the first round of primer. Make it as perfect as possible. So it looks pretty good. All right, so then put it on a hanger, and then we'll get some primer on here. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Got it on the hanger. Now time for first rounds primer coats, and like I said, we'll probably go 2 or 3, get it smooth. So all right, fingers crossed. We'll see you in a little bit when I get all kinds of primer on there. I'll see you in a bit. All right, successful application of the first round of primer, black flat primer. Let's see if I can get some better light. Yeah, looks pretty good. And I'll sand all the bits and make them more perfectly flat. And then I'll probably go another round. Seems how this the pattern for the different bits were so complex that, and it's still got to dry. It's still a little wet. It's flat black, but yeah, I want to sand and make it perfect before I apply any other colors. I'll do another round of primer, and then we'll go primer and paint flat black, and then I'll tape it off, and the pentagram and the lettering will actually go with the metallic silver. So I'll tape up all the other bits that are not involved in that. So that'll be a pretty interesting process, but it'll look pretty cool. And then I'll paint the metallic silver, and then we'll peel all the tape off. And the good thing about the flat black, even if I get a little, spillage of, just a little bleeding of the silver and the purple, I can go back and touch it all up. So that's perfect because it's not like clear coat. And then once I get the purple metallic, I'm thinking about going with the anodized purple. I already got the paint. I'll have to show you that process. Maybe I'll do a test on it. It's getting kind of dark. It's already, sun's starting to already set. But yeah, I think it'll look really cool. I probably want to spray some 2K clear coat over the silver bits and the metallic, the anodized purple bits too. So that'll give it really cool. And then it'll be completely black, flat black. Yeah, see, I need to sand a couple spots, like the spot right there. Sand, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty flat. I'll sand and make all of it perfect. But yeah, here we go. This is how they conclude progress on the Burning Witches guitar for today. But it turns out really cool. Yeah, all that sanding and the wood grain filler, and no drying of the wood. No, sometimes, like you've seen in past builds, when I apply the wood grain filler, it'll dry and I'll have to fill in little microscopic cracks, but that did not happen this time, so that's pretty good. It looks good all the way around. Very cool. All right. Hope everybody's having a good day, and we will see you soon. Good morning, everyone. It is 17th of November, 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. Sweet, time to apply the inlay. I've got my Cricut machine out and ready, and we're gonna apply some vinyl. We're gonna apply the very cool Romana logo on the fretboard. So that's what we're looking at. That's how it's gonna look. And this is the exact font. So let me get everything queued up. It's exactly 9.5 inches, what I need. So let me go ahead and get working on this, and I'll see when I get some progress done. Very cool. Okay, got everything loaded up. I got the my plastic on there, my vinyl, and we're gonna go ahead and cut. Just let me show you this process. Very cool. These machines are just crucial for guitar making. So many things you can make with it. Oh, a side note, I did make a vinyl for the back of my car. I'm going to apply this today because it's been raining. It's a Burning Witches vinyl, but I'll show you that. I made that out of white vinyl. It's going to go on the back of my car window, but I'll show you that later on. Very cool. So let's go ahead and cutting it out. And I'll apply the plastic, make sure it's the correct size to the fretboard, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, perfect tape off of the fretboard. Let me show you in the light how everything looks. Yeah, very cool. Alright, let me go apply some paint, fingers crossed, and we'll see on the other side of that. See you in a bit. Alright, perfect application. Let me carefully peel off all the tape, and we'll see you on the other side of that. And fingers crossed. Alright, quick update. Successful application of the inlay, and it turned out amazing. I'm getting really good at doing the inlay. That looks killer. Alright, so we'll let this settle for a day. Then we'll do some primer coats on the front, flat black on the front of the headstock, and then we'll start working on the final paint schemes. So very cool. Awesome. Guitar number 1 of 3 of this, the Burning Witches guitars. And I think it turned out really cool. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Very cool. Alright, successful application of the primer. Looks very cool. Very precise. The taping went very well. Alright, so we'll let this dry for a day or so. Then we'll apply the metallic silver and then the anodized purple. So very cool. And let me actually show you the paint. I've got the paint in here, the paint that I want to experiment. The purple parts. This is the metal cast. And see, this is the metallic purple. So it's very cool. It's either that or I bought the purple, the standard purple. So we'll see. I think this will be very cool, but I'm going to experiment with some. So, alright. And we'll see in a little bit. Very cool. Morning, November 19, 2023. Time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. I retaped the neck really well. So now we're going to apply, since I want the purple to have like a little bit of a lighter tone to it, I decided to go ahead and I'm going to spray some, I already tested it out back, some white flat primer, and then go with the purple color. And I've decided on the purple color, and I'll show you outside where we're at, and I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, it's going to be very cool. Alright, we'll see you in a sec. Here we are outside. Okay, these are the different purples that I had. Here's the purple that I bought at Lowe's when I got the wood. Very cool, but this is what the flat black or the silver underneath, and it looks okay. This was a different purple, and I don't like that at all. And then ultimately over here, this is the anodized, this section right over here is the anodized purple, and I wasn't too happy with that because it was kind of runny looking and everything like that. And I even tried some metallic purple that I had. It's got like little glitter in it, and I wasn't too crazy about that. But ultimately, this is where we're at with the purple. Let's see if I can get some better light. Went with a white primer coat first. Here we go, direct light. Yeah, so that's where we're going with the purple. So it's going to be very cool. So, all right, so let's get the neck out here. Apply some coats, just a coat of white, and I'll show you the paint when I get everything out. I'll see you in a sec. All right, these are two-part paints. We're gonna go first with a coat of the flat white primer, and then we're gonna go with this max coverage Project Source paint. Very cool color. All right, fingers crossed. We'll see you when I get that done. All right, very cool update. I applied the purple and it is looking amazing. Wow, really, that purple is just, I dig the shade and the way it turned out. That paint, I'm really not really fond of that paint. I'll have to show you the brand again, but it came out of the can kind of not so great, and it had a mixing issue with it, but overall though, the paint, it looks really good. And all right, so we'll let this cure for several days, and then I'll apply the Raglan logo, and then in metallic silver, and then we'll do the 2K clear coat over the top, and it'll take out any of these little imperfections that might be visible, real minor, but yeah, turned out really cool. All right, that's awesome. It does look amazing. And I like the, like with the white under the primer white, and then the color, it really makes the color pop like that, especially like a purple. So, all right, so let me set this down and bring it back. All right, set it down. This is the color and the paint that I used, and this is, I guess, a Lowe's alternative. I just wanted to try it because the color looked really interesting, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It's quite possible I could have got a bad can. But yeah, that's the paint. And on the body, the primer has had time to cure for a couple days. So we're ready for the next step. I'm going to go ahead and sand and make all the little itty bitty bits perfect and sand the back. And then we'll go with I'll probably let it settle after I sand it, because when you sand, you let it settle for a little while. And then we'll go with some primer and flat black paint over the top of that. And let me show you that paint. That's going to be, yeah, that's it right there. The Rust-Oleum 2X primer and paint together. And then we'll go another round, and then we'll let that settle for a day, and then we'll start applying color. And I've decided I'm going to hand brush all the paints. So I got some really cool brushes, and I think it's going to give it a good effect. So I'll hand brush all the silver bits, and then where the letters are, I'll do the white, and then we'll let that, while I'm letting that dry, because it's going to take a while, then I'll go ahead and start applying the first layers of purple. So very cool. All right, so let me get everything set up outside for the sanding bit, and we'll see after I get some progress done there. See you in a bit. All right, I've been working on the body, got everything sanded perfectly. All right, now we're ready for another round of primer and paint. Looks very cool. I was able to get the back very perfect and smooth, as you can see. Very cool. All right, let me go ahead and put another coat of primer and paint and see where we stand. And if we're good, we can let it set for a little while and then go ahead and go on around with the first rounds of color. I'm looking forward to putting some color on here. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, another quick update. We are inside. It's had a little time to dry, and it looks absolutely amazing. Second round. This is the actual for the flat. Yeah, look at how the back turned out amazing. Very smooth, and it's still drying. It'll be flat, complete flat black. But yeah, that is just super flat and almost perfect. Yeah, so it turned out really good. All right, so we'll let this dry for a little while, and then we'll start applying some color. I can't wait. So, gonna be very cool. All right, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, looks really cool. All right, first layer of silver, pretty cool. All right, a little bit of color. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with the flat white over the Burning Witches part first, and then the purple. And I might compare both and see if it's even necessary, but very cool. All right, just the first layer. There's probably going to be many, many layers, and I'll have to do the sides, and it's just the fronts. All right, see you in a bit. All right, quick update. Making some progress. Got first layer, the layer of white, and the first layer of purples on the B and part of the W. But yeah, that's going to look really cool. especially with the clear coat over the top of the silver and the purple. Wow, that's gonna look amazing. All right, continue progress. Yeah, that looks amazing. It is so cool with color. Wow. All right, see you in a bit. All right, quick update. Wow, that looks amazing. That looks so killer. Oh, wow. I've been at it for quite a while, but wow, that purple just absolutely pops. Wow, look at that. It is so cool. This is just the first round, of course, and I'll perfect it and make it way, way better. And I'll do all the edges. I haven't done any of the edges yet, but yeah, that looks just absolutely crazy good. Wow. All right, this will conclude progress on the Burning Witches #1 electric guitar build. Plan on making another guitar that's green and then a bass that's red with the same. That is so cool. Love that band. Love this guitar. That is so... Wow, that purple just looks so good. All right. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. And we will see you soon. Burning Witches! Very cool. Alright, one more quick update. I decided the part under the bridge didn't need to be silver. I mean, it's going to be covered. It's not, you're not going to see it, but it's just my OCD. Always got to make things perfect. But yeah, I repainted it flat black, so very cool. Alright, see you in a bit. It's the 20th of November 2023. Time to continue work on the Burning Witches electric guitar. I put the second application of silver on the body and I did all the edges. And now I want to airbrush some of these accent bits. And I think I'm going to do this prior to locking in all the purple. That way, you know, there's no bleed over. And I'm considering doing these light pinkish color on the purple as well, but we'll take a look when I get that far. But I'm going to get the airbrush out and go outside, set everything up, and then we're going to work these little darker shading bits. I think it's going to be really cool. All right, let's see you in a bit. Okay, I got everything moved outside. I wanted to show you how I got the sides, and I put a second layer on the silver. Very cool. And I'm going to touch up, you know, anywhere it needs to flat and everything like that. You know, I can always touch up every single part of the paint. But yeah, looking pretty good. I'm going to do the shading on the silver first, and then we're going to go with the purple on the sides of all the letters where it needs to be. But it looks pretty amazing. Getting pretty close. And I'm still contemplating on doing the lighter, I guess it's almost a pink color, pinkish color for the accents for the purple. I think that'll kind of look, you try to make it look as close to the picture as possible. So, alright. So let me work on this a little bit. For the air gun, or the airbrush that I'm using, let me see. I'm using the airbrush kit. Picked it up on Amazon. I think it was like $40. I'm not really sure. This is the airbrush that I'm using. Very cool. Upgraded airbrush. Used it before. Pretty cool. I've got two of them. And yeah, the battery's still, you know, charging the battery in it. It's self-contained. So let me work on that and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, quick update. We just got finished doing touching up the purple, And the metallic silver we've got looking like steel. Very cool. Shading turned out really cool. Airbrushing. That's very awesome. Check that out. That is killer. And then I did all the edges on all the purple. And I'll double check and make sure I didn't miss any edges, because there's quite a bit. But yeah, that purple really pops. So now we'll figure out the accent color for the purple. But yeah, it looked really cool. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, I'm back outside. I got the perfect color for the accents for the purple. I just wanted to show you in the bright light how cool it looks. And I put another layer, touched up the purple, and now we're gonna do the accents. So fingers crossed, and I'm gonna touch up all the black bits, but I'm gonna put some tape. It's gonna be kind of tricky, but wish me luck. I'm gonna try to get the purple accent or the pink accents correct to the way the picture. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, another quick update. Did the shadow bits on the purple, and I kind of like it. I think it's cool. It definitely looks very similar to the picture or the original concept rendering. So all right, we'll let this settle for a while, or dry for a few days, and then I'm going to try to apply some clear coat over the top of the purple parts to make it completely glossy, but we'll see how that goes. All right, start of the week, and we'll see you soon. Very cool. All right, another quick update. Did the shadow bits on the purple, and I kind of like it. I think it's cool. It definitely looks very similar to the picture or the original concept rendering. So all right, we'll let this settle for a while, or dry for a few days, and then I'm going to try to apply some clear coat over the top of the purple parts to make it completely glossy, but we'll see how that goes. All right, start of the week, and we'll see you soon. Very cool. All right, another quick update. I think I finished with all the accent colors. Very cool. All right, it looks pretty good. I'll wait for a couple days and I'll put some clear coat over the purple. But yeah, there we go. All right, see you in a bit. All right, November 28, 2023, continuing work on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. Successful application of the headstock logo. Very cool. Looks good. All right, I've given this plenty of time to dry as far as the paint, and we'll see if I'll feeling up to doing a clear coat today. I know it's a bit windy outside, but we'll play it by ear. Might put a clear coat on there. I'm thinking about brushing the clear coat on the lettering and the symbol on the body itself, but we'll see. All right, I'll show you a little progress. Very cool. We'll see you in a bit. All right, November 30th, 2023. Time to apply some clear coat on the headstock and the body bits. Fingers crossed. We'll see you when I get that done. See you in a bit. How's everybody doing? The 30th of November 2023. I just wanted to give a quick update on the Burning Witches electric guitar build. I just finished the clear coat over the silver and the purple and pink. Let me show you. I just finished. I don't want to mess it up. Let me show you how cool it looks. One second. Very cool. I know the lighting here is not very good, but I wanted to show you. Very cool. Really makes it stand out. All the clear coat. Probably put about 4 or 5 layers of clear. That is so amazing. So we'll be ready for assembly in the next day or so. Quite possibly tomorrow. So look forward to that video. Very cool. Let me show you the how the neck turned out. Put the clear coat on the logo. It's kind of tight in here, so I gotta be very careful. So, one second. Got a lot of guitars and cases that I've been kind of going through and playing. But let me show you this. Wow, look at that. It's so awesome. Very cool. Alright, like I said, we'll see you in the next day or so after this completely cures. And we'll be ready for assembly. Alright. Hope everybody's having a good day. And we will see you soon. Very cool. Good morning. It is the 1st of December 2023 and I am so excited. It is time to assemble the Burning Witches electric guitar. Wow. I just wanted to show you in here a little bit better light how the clear coat turned out on the colored parts. Yeah, very awesome. And flat black, perfect on the back. Very cool. Alright, it looks amazing. I am so happy how this guitar turned out. Wow. Alright, so as always, first step is to install the ground wire for the bridge. So let me get that going. I got all my parts, got all the tools I need, and we'll see you in a little bit. See you in a second. Installed the ground wire, pulled it through the potentiometer cavity, so now it's time to reinstall the bridge. Let me get that going and we'll see you in a little while. Wow, it looks so cool. Alright, successful installation of the bridge. Looks pretty sweet. Alright, next step's going to be to go ahead and install the input jack. Alright, get it wired up and install that. Let's see. Alright, let me wire it up and I'll see you in a little bit. Very cool. Perfect wiring installation of the input jack. Looks pretty amazing. Okay, let me get the pickup sorted and get that installed and we'll see when we get that done. Very cool. Perfect installation of the pickup, and I pulled the wires through the potentiometer cavity. Very cool, and it's got the film over it. I'll peel it off and it'll be brand new. Perfect. Alright, so time to turn the guitar over and start doing the wiring. As per usual, I'm going to pre-wire we're going to go with the coil split, remember? So we're going to be able to split the coil, get some really cool tonal possibilities. So let me get that pre-wired up, and then we'll flip the guitar over and start the wiring process. We'll see you. Alright, got everything wired up perfectly. Let me go ahead and install potentiometer into the cavity there. And fingers crossed everything goes smooth. We'll see you on the other side of that. See you in a bit. Alright, got everything soldered and pushed into the potentiometer cavity very carefully. Alright, it's time for a full-on sound test. So let me turn the guitar over and we'll check out and see if my wiring was perfect, which I hope it is. I mean, I've done it quite a few times. But alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright, got my hot lead. Tangled a little bit, but got my hot lead. Alright, so let me go ahead and plug it in. Hopefully I can do this one hand. Maybe not. Hold on a second. Alright, yeah, perfect. Alright, so as per usual, let's turn the volume all the way down. And let me get something to tap the pickup with. Alright, so we shouldn't get anything at all, which we don't. Alright, let's go full volume. See what happens. Alright, perfect. Hear that? Alright, let's do the coil split. And let's see, nothing on the bottom. And perfect. Alright, perfect wiring. Hear that? When you scrape it on the top coil, there's two coils, and on the bottom there's nothing. But then when you unsplit the coils, hear that? Cool. Alright, perfect wiring. Sweet. Alright, let me put the knob on real quick, see if I can do this. One hand, sometimes these knobs are a little tight, which is perfect there. Awesome. Very cool. Alright, and there's the coil split. There's the unsplit. Very cool. And check it again. Alright, we are perfectly wired. Sounds pretty good. I don't hear any low hum or anything like that, so we're perfectly grounded. Alright, so let me go ahead and hang this back on the rack, and then we'll get the neck out and start working on the neck. And I can't wait to take off that film. So, alright, we'll see in a little bit. Real quick, perfect installation of the back axis potentiometer cover. Alright, so I'm going to hang this back on the rack, clean up all my non-essentials, and start working on the neck. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Alright, got the body hung up, got all my non-essential tools picked up. Got got the neck back out. Just want to show you again how cool the 2K clear coat turned out. Very awesome. Alright, so let me go ahead and install the tuning keys and I'll see you in a second. Alright, perfect installation of the tuning keys. I have to say it looks pretty amazing. Very cool. Alright, let me get the body back out and we'll get these two together. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the body off the hanger, got the neck out. Alright, let's get these two together. Fingers crossed to go smooth and we'll see you in a second. Alright, successful attachment to the neck to the body. And it looks so cool. Wow, it looks amazing. Very cool. Went pretty smooth, which is always a good thing. Alright, let me put some E strings on here. Let me get my 2 E strings and make sure all my measurements line up perfectly, which I hope they will, which I'm pretty sure they will, but you just never know. Alright, and I'll see you in a bit. Real quick before I put the strings on, let me just show you how the pickup looks. Very cool. Oh yeah, love that part. Wow, that looks so good. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got 2 E strings installed and we were good centered, so we were good to go. So let me put the rest of the strings on there and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I installed all the strings. I installed the string trees, the strap buttons. We are good to go. Alright, next step's going to be to get all the strings up to pitch, dial in the nut slots, do all the intonation, straighten the neck if need be, make it play and sound perfectly. So I'll see you when I get all that done. But wow, that looks so very cool. Wow, check that out. Oh, that turned out so amazing. Oh, I love that band, the Burning Witches. Romana, if you're watching this by chance, cheers. Thank you so much for the inspiration to create this. I wish you guys safe travels in America on your tour. Your West United States tour this time around. Very cool. That is cool. And like I said before, I'm going to make 2 more of these. I'm going to make the Courtney Cox green Burning Witches and the J bass in red. Very cool. Alright, so let me get everything up to pitch and get everything dialed in perfectly. But wow, that looks so cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. I'll probably post this before I do the full-on sound test, just because, you know, that's how I roll. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I got the basic setup. Oh wow, this guitar turned out absolutely amazing. Like I said, I did the basic intonation, set up the action really good. Man, it sounds and plays absolutely amazing. Wow, this was such a rewarding journey to make this instrument. Here, let me give you some basic sounds. Brand new strings, so they quite possibly can stretch a little bit. Definitely shred neck. I mean, it's definitely cool. You can reach all the higher frets with ease. Very cool. I'm going to do a playing demonstration real quick of a couple Burning Witches songs, but I want to, you know, separate the video, so I'm going to stop the video here and then restart it. But that way, I'm just going to play the 2 covers without the necessary commentary. But very cool, yeah. And I'll let this settle a couple days and do a final intonation setup and everything like that. But overall, let me show you real quick how the pickup coil sounds, the split coil. That's with the full pickup. Check it out. That's the split, the coil split, just the front half of the pickup, and this is the complete pickup. Wow, that is so awesome! All right, let me stop the video, and then I'll restart it, and then do a couple covers. Check it out. All right, very cool. Burning Witches. Love that band. Check this out. Burning witches. Love you guys. Sweet. Very cool. We'll see you on tour. Rock on, yeah.